Heart cold, whisper gently saying you don't know how to keep on trying. It shows something's changing in me. It shows. Now I'm highly breathing. There's no light left. Where to go? Like a moment without a goal. That goes to let's be free to get this. Now be free to get this. Ooh, 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 ooh. But we both know. So why can't we just give it a go? Step back to like we don't know. 'Cause when with you, everything starts making sense. The worries I've been stuck within it, turning into fire and flames. And maybe I was a little lost, hoping that then I'd come along. But then again, I wouldn't have known that heaven was mine after all. I think I understand now why I was so afraid.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Told me while I was sleeping, all this for free.
I am so glad to be with all of you today.
Way to go, like a moment without a goal. That goes till us be free.
We are doing Fairy Glow Gardens.
'Cause when with you, everything starts making sense. The worries I've been stuck within
I had to go in and get my morning coffee, of course. And as you see, these are the two items that we have been working on Tuesdays for right now. And I have some other things very interesting to show you guys how you can buy, make and sell your own fairy gardens or make your own fairy gardens. And I'll show you that. Let me take a sip of coffee and I'm going to show you the first thing. Now, if you buy your kiddos the mini toys, and I get a lot of them on sale when they come on sale. I have several coming today, as a matter of fact. You can glue a felt on the end of this to where it'll set flat. It sets anyway, but you want the felt to make sure it's sturdy. Or you can take a pole, a wooden stick, and glue it here and stick it into there. And then take another wooden stick. So you want to save these. Don't throw them away. Because these come in handy for many craft things. And then you take another wooden stick and you have a set of 3. Like a tier. They're all in a tier, and you can put a different fairy garden in each one, or make just a single fairy garden out of one of them. And the little felt pieces that you get for the bottom are very, very cheap, you guys. You get about 20 in a pack, so you could do 20 of these. All different shapes. The minis, you know, come in different colors, different sizes. The white ones you can paint fairy colors if you so choose, or leave them white and put gold around the edge to make it look like a beautiful edged fairy garden. Very easy to do, and I have a lot of these saved But these aren't the ones we're working on today. We are going to be working on the domes. I have the square domes like you saw in the video. Here's my glow. This is the glow garden of the unicorn and the mushroom. Let me turn my light on. And you can see the glow in there. And when these get charged with the sun or during the day, at night they have a beautiful glow. They keep a good charge. Now let me charge it a little minute so you can see. And there is your glow. Now you have to leave it charged quite a long time, y'all. Quite a long time. But I love the glow because it is so pretty. And then we have, you can also add the micro fairies that glow to your glow gardens. Not these ones, but the littler ones. But I'm making her glow because I'm going to set her on the chair. Beautiful. It had, you know, in the dark they glow a lot. So we're going to set her right there. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comments. Just ask me in the comments. Now today I have the round. Sometimes you gotta separate them with a tiny pair of scissors. These are so packed together. Yep, I have the round domes, which I love better, to be honest with you. I love the square ones, but let me show you why. I love these ones. Look how high your dome is. So the round ones are my favorite, but I do make the smaller square ones also. Now there's many different materials, y'all, that you can use in your garden depending on how well you want it to glow, how much glow you put in it, how much stuff you put in your mini fairy. I should say your mini fairy. And these here is a micro and a micro fairy. These go beautiful in the domes. See why I like the domes? Beautiful fairy in the dome, and the square cannot have even the micro ones. You have to either be sitting down or laying down like this one is here. This is a micro. She can lay down in the, and you can see here she glows too. Oh, let me show you. See her wings glow? So if she's in the glow garden, her wings will also glow after being charged. So if they're laying down, you can put them in there. But this little fairy is spoken for Tuesday on the teapot. She goes right there on the teapot. So we will have to get another one for our, out of the box here for our mini. We'll put her over there. Now, you know these stems, let me tell you guys something. You know these stems that you get in, just like this, that you get in the flowers, you know, when you buy fake flowers, they always have these in here. They come in handy. So if you're gonna spend $1.25 on a set of flowers and you know you're gonna tear these off, get one that has a lot of them. You just snip them right off, and then you have your singles, so you can turn them into mini bushes or trees in your miniature fairy gardens. Comes in handy. Now, they have these mini fences out there. You can get them in several places. The nice thing I love about these fences is you can cut them down. Oh yeah, cut them down to how you want them very easily, guys. They cut very easily. So let me measure this one. We're gonna cut that off. All right, and I need to go right there. Beautiful. So these are so easy to cut, and you really want to get this kind because they're bendable, pliable, and easy to cut. Then you're not killing your hands trying to make your fences. Now, I did get several pieces here. I want to see. This is the first time I'm trying this, so you get to be right here with me trying it. I want to see if I can yeah, there. What we'll have to do is glue them down, but that will work. They will fit. So it's going to take two to do this garden. Now, there's several things we can use. Regular moss, fairy grass moss, or you can use this kind of moss. So I'm gonna make one of each. I'm gonna use this moss today for this one. So, you wanna take your glue, now with this type, you don't want to don't like pat it down, smash it. You want it to look like regular grass, especially fairy grass. And you want it to look like it has hills, and you know, you got to keep in mind it is a miniature, so don't be scared to play with it and make some hills and there we have our, now sometimes I add more, sometimes I don't. It depends on my mood. because they turn out beautifully. Now I'm going to show you another trick that also helps while you're building your indoor fairy gardens. And I think I'll use this as my mixer. This is the glow stuff I use. It is sky blue, luminous glow in the dark powder. Very inexpensive. Well, maybe for the tube you get not inexpensive, but you know, it's a reasonable price. And it does quite a few mini gardens. So I love sky blue. It's so pretty. I'm going to show you guys that. Look how that glows. Beautiful. Can you see that? Beautiful blue.
Feeling lost and found at the same time. A distant memory of you and me, so bittersweet and true. We thought we had it all. You'd come round when I called. I was the world to you, and you were mine too. I was so good to you, I'd even die for you. Thought you felt it too. How can you tell what's real or not?
And when you're making your mini fairy gardens, this is a good way. Mixing it up is a good way where it doesn't clump all in one spot. Now, there are several people that want to see the glow stuff. They don't mind it being clumped.
Every second, every minute, every day. Want them to stay.
We want to make sure we get all of it. All the powder that has gone. Okay, now watch.
How come you say one thing and do another? All broken promises, nothing more or less. You thought you made the right choice, but when do you know how to feel when everything's like fairy tales and sunny days? They're getting shorter every second.
And you can use your black light to test it. Make sure that it's where you want it before you start decorating it.
It's over now.
Perfect.
But are you happy?
And it's also a dusting powder, so you can take a paintbrush and dust it on there too. You know, just take a paintbrush and put it in, dip it in your, and dust it on your items. Very handy. Now, I have, hold on. Let me move this out of the way for right now. Let's see, what do I need? These. Mini plants, these are for your mini gardens. I have green, and I also have yellow and green, and it's like a green and red, and we're gonna need these. And let's see, I think we might need those. Not the pelican. We could use those. No, not that one. Maybe those. Oh, let's make a fairy baby with this one. I love that. I think we're gonna do a fairy baby and a fairy birthday. This is I have so many fairy friends. We are gonna do a fairy birthday and a baby fairy. How awesome is that? So this dome one is going to be our baby fairy. So let's put these off to the side for right now. For the baby, I think I'll use the yellow. The yellow and the green for the baby fairy. That sounds like a plan. Better make sure, before I put the second plan in, let's take out one of the fairy babies. Yeah, I want to make sure. Yeah, sometimes it gets tedious when you have to wait for the glue to set. All right, so let's pick. Let's see, we got a big one. I think I should go with 2 bigs or a small and a big. What do I do? What do I do? No, let's go with the 2 bigs. I think with the fairy baby, I should go. Definitely with the 2 big ones. Whoop, better cut my stem. And like I have told you guys many times in crafting, please be patient. Take your steps. Don't try to rush your craft projects. Let your one set dry before you move on to another set, because these plants are drying and are in their sticky mode, you will not be able to dust the powder on them. So you have to be patient and wait until it completely hardens, and then you take your second step. When you rush your crafting, that's what happens. It destroys it. So I can see right now I need a little more. I need just a little more grass on this side. Oh, let me go get my spoon. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go get a spoon. I'll use my little silver spoon for this. It's tiny. It's a teeny tiny little spoon. All right, let's use. I need to put some right here by this tree. There we go. You can always add, but you can never take away. Because if you start playing take away, then you might as well start over. So we have to let that set and dry so that I am able to dust on the powder. Let's see. All right, let's see. Let's add these on there. This is our beautiful fairy baby, so she has to have mushrooms. We got lots of things that hide the baby fairy. And when you look at your fairy garden, let's say you're making the miniature. When you look at your fairy garden, look at it from it's going to be sitting on a table. So I do not want this one in front of her because I want people to see her. So I am going to put this one behind her. If I can get my fingers to work correctly. So I definitely want that mushroom behind her. And that way when she's sitting on my shelf or someone's shelf, they can see the fairy baby. And I'll pick it up for you guys. So you can see what I mean. This is sitting on a shelf. Whoever may buy it or a friend you give it to, they can see the baby, but yet in the fantasy world, she's hidden behind the trees and the mushrooms in her miniature fairy garden. Beautiful little baby, so pretty. All right, so we have to let that dry. And I bet you I will have to do a part 2, y'all, because I know that I can't do the major dusting and all that while we're waiting for them to dry. All right, let's do our second. Now, she will not have a fence around her because she's going to be behind the trees, just a fairy baby. All right, so let's get this one prepared. I'm going to show you guys how to do this now. Wait, I don't cut this one, right?
It's always the same story with you, but I'm just kidding, I refuse you. I've said after this I'm not alone. Why am I so curious? So curious, so curious. So curious, so curious.
Sometimes when you're crafting, it's like, ugh, you gotta hold this and hold that, and I get impatient just like the next guy. I really do. I get impatient and I wanna get her done. Uh-oh, I might have to cut that one. Let's see. No, I don't. I thought it fit. Yeah. I'm gonna hold that down for a couple of minutes and let that glue set. We definitely want the glue to set because we want the round fence on it. How's everybody doing this fine Sunday morning? How has your weekend been? Let me know in the chat or in the comments how your weekend has gone. I'll tell you, we had a busy weekend. I had my granddaughter's graduation. She graduated from kindergarten. And then I had my older granddaughter's birthday dinner. So graduation party, birthday dinner, and then Saturday morning cookout, and then today. What a busy weekend we had. There we go. Now, in this one, we are going to use the fairy grass. And I am going to make sure my glue is on the bottom. And don't be afraid of the glue. That is what is going to help it stay. And the grass will push the fence back. So you will be able to get that big stick out of there. And make sure that your grass and your fence stick together inside. This is when you need 10 hands. All right, let's get the grass on, then we're gonna put the fence back on. That's something, like I said, I'm new to that. I never tried that before, so I am going to hold this fence in, get all my grass pushed around in the glue so it stays. You definitely want to match your grass down a little bit. I have been making fairy gardens for years. And the favorite one of mine is my indoor fairy garden, which we will be going to after I get the teapot done. Yup. And I can see why this one was standing forward. Look what I forgot. No wonder it couldn't sit down. It had pegs on it. You're supposed to take those pegs off. I told you, something new I did, so my bad. There we go. Now it's sitting right down in there like it should. Did I remember to take them off this one? No. Oh my goodness. See? Oh, I knocked my little tree off. Come here, tree. Get back in there. No wonder I was having trouble. Like I told you guys though, whenever you make an error, don't let that bother you. We all make errors. It's trial and error when we're making things. Now let's put it together, and I bet you, let me turn it, I bet you it's gonna stay now because I have my bottoms flat. And before, they had the little nubbies on them, and my poor fence had nothing to sit on. Oh yeah, see how that makes a difference? Look at that. Beautiful. All right, I'm gonna hold this one for just a little bit because it's being a little more stubborn than the other one. Just a little bit stubborn. And so I'm gonna hold it a little bit to make sure it doesn't come out. Now you can use your glow powder in this type of grass too, like I did with the unicorn here. You just flick it in there any way you want it, or you can brush it onto your fence, anything you want to do with it. Come on, fence, you're giving me a hard time and I don't like it. Your sister side stayed right down immediately. Why are you giving me a hard time? Because you're the second side? Okay, we definitely have to add some grass here. Now this will be my front. Always pick the front when you're making your mini gardens. Pick the back and the front because you want people to enjoy their miniature fairy gardens. So you pick what is going to be the back and what is going to be the front. So this is going to be the front right here. Doesn't hurt to check to see if you know, the dimensions are working. All right, so now that we got that, the grass is glued down, we got a fence around our garden. Let's put in, oh, I love her, I do, but, how do I want to do this one? This is going to be our birthday one here, so. Oh, let's do her. She looks so cute. We got 3 balloons. And this beautiful little fairy and this beautiful fairy. I love this fairy. I think we could do all of them. Okay, so let's get these in first. And the reason I say that is because we do still want to put the flowers and the trees. All right. Happy birthday, little fairy. Oops. I love this. This little fairy has a little taffy in her mouth. Look at that. That is so cute. Now, since this is a birthday one, we are definitely going, like this looks like little balloon mushrooms, so we're definitely going to use the red. And these will also have glow powder on them, as well as the two fairies. But this is definitely going to be our birthday. Now, there we have our birthday fairy garden. Little balloon mushrooms and two little fairy girls having a party, and of course, our beautiful bushes here, red and green. Beautiful. Let that glue set up and dry. And they have a wonderful fence around their garden protecting them. And the dome then will sit right over top of them, hold them in for you. How beautiful is that? And for those of you who are curious or wondering, yes, I will do a video of doing the glow dust. I will, once they're dry, I will do a video putting on the glow dust so you don't miss that. But don't they look beautiful with their, I don't want to put the domes on them because the glue creates moisture. And then you will have moisture in your fairy garden. So you want to make sure the glue is completely dry before you close up your dome or your square one, whatever you're using. Make sure the glue is completely dry. It takes about 2 days. All right, so let's put these away now. And we're gonna make We're gonna make one of the square ones. Yeah, we're gonna make one of the square ones. And we are gonna have it plants and mushrooms in it. So I have my little plant here, and I am going to use the darker. I am going to use the darker fairy grass in this one. So let me get my glue. I love this color. This dark fairy grass is so pretty. This has its own form of shine to it too. It's almost like silk. It feels like silk. Isn't that gorgeous, guys? It does. It feels like silk. Make some little hills. We don't want it looking all unison. Unicorn on my brains. There we go. Nice, 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 beautiful, dark fairy grass. And it matches, of course, the plant I chose. And you can find these little plants just about anywhere, y'all. Anywhere. I want the thick ones, though, on here. This is going to be like a forest. So I think I will put my houses down first. And this is going to be our mini forest. All right, throw that away. So let's get out my little mushrooms. And in most fairy stories, you hear of all the fairy houses are hidden between the trees and around the trees, inside the trees. They could be anywhere. So we want to give that illusion in this mini garden.
A little too good, now I'm solo. Watching reruns of the same shows. Almost everybody on my no-show. Even with green lights, I don't go. Never been.
And we are going to be looking at it from this direction. So I want to build it accordingly. Okay, let's see. Let's. Especially with the square ones, you will catch me testing it as I go. Yeah, they sometimes the square lids are a lot tinier than that's why I like the dome ones better. Yeah, I like the dome ones better. Oh, doesn't that look like a mini forest? How cute! Okay, I do want one like right. No, because we gotta have our girl in there. Let's see. Where's my little unicorn? Here he is. I want my little unicorn in this one. Isn't this the cutest little unicorn you ever saw? What a cute fairy garden unicorn. You know what though? He might be too fat for my forest. Let me see. I love him, but hold back, hold back. Too big. Let me look. I want to see how she looks in there. Oh, beautiful. I think we are going to use the purple little girl. She is gorgeous. And I do believe I can get her right here in the front. Right here around the trees. She is going to look gorgeous in there, you guys. Right amongst the trees. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Oops, sorry there. I didn't mean to slide ya. My hand. Oh, nice. And you can see her whole dress, her glow flower, her glow features. You can see everything by the front. See there? Beautiful. And we could even put a small tree here and show. We could even put a small tree there, real tiny one, and make it a little different. Let's do that. Let's get a tiny, I have tiny ones in here, and it's a little lighter shade. It'll offset the dark. There, we're gonna put that one right there. Oh, how wonderful. That is gorgeous. And we want to make it symmetrical, so, and people do turn things around and look at the back. We're going to put a small one on the back. Beautiful. There we have a miniature forest with a beautiful fairy in it. And she will glow along with the trees and the mushrooms. What a beautiful miniature fairy garden that is, y'all. That is gorgeous. So easy to make, you guys. They are so, yes, you have to take your time and everything with them, but it is so much fun. All right. Now, we've used a lot of the green, so let's do something different with our next fairy garden. It's going to be the square one with the fence. And I think what I'm going to do, we're going to I am gonna need one more. Bummer. I'm glad I have a lot of fence.
When you were leaving, I need you even more
Woo!
than I did before. You had
That
no
flew clear
eyes
across there.
at the door. You drive me crazy. I want you to
You know, these have been
stay.
sitting a while. I'm gonna go get a,
I'm here alone.
I'm gonna go get me a, Clorox wipe, because I don't like how those look. They're right here next to my craft room. Hold on.
You'll be the death of me still. You're my medicine. Yeah, I need it. I need it. You never find
It sounds like I'm being picky, but I'm not, y'all. I'm just very neat with my stuff, you know, especially if people are gonna buy it from me. I want it to look good. And I'll tell you, a long time ago, many years ago, while I'm cleaning these, I can tell you a story. I started crafting. I loved crafting. And I started saving anything and everything because I never knew what I was going to need. And it has come in handy, let me tell you. Anything my daughter needs, she said, I just go to Mom. She's got it in her drawers and cupboards, and she has anything I need. So get one of those storage boxes and save up your craft items or anything you think that'll make a beautiful craft item. Save it up. Now, if you've ever seen the Emerald Isle, it is land and reeds, and I've never worked with these before, but what a better way to do it with you guys. I do want to test them. You know, maybe I should do it in a round one. Well, this could be a mini one. This can be a mini one. Beautiful glow stones. Check that out, you guys. And what we can do, let's put some aside here. Can you see the difference in how they glow? They hold a wonderful glow. Look at that. The fairies also glow. These ones do not. This one does. And the baby does not. So I will definitely be putting glow powder on those. All right, let me show you. We're gonna take some of our whoa, this is like sand. So we're definitely gonna put that in the back. Now I need a real tiny glow rock. Here we go. I can see I'll be sweeping up. These are the first time I am working with the reeds also. And I like them. I hope I can do a good job. That's all I can do is do my best. I've never worked with the reeds before, but I love them. there you have our sand, our land, and the glow rocks and our reeds. All right, so in this section, we are definitely going to put our... Let's see, let's use... Yeah, let's go ahead and use the dark green again to contrast with the reeds.
Have to versus if I don't even know what I'll miss. Sometimes backfire, but I never had a vision like this. Vision like this, a vision like this. But I never had a vision like this.
The rocks represent the rocky plain before you get to the land, or... And let me know in the chat what you think. Here's our reeds. I want to make sure I have my grass spread out evenly. Let's take this little reed here is a rogue. Take him out. Look at that rogue trying to get away from us. And like I said, y'all, make sure your glue is completely dry before... So they will be looking at it. Let's make the reeds, let's let them look at it from the reed point of view. Just like that, so they can see the reeds. And we will speckle dust on the reeds, so they will also glow. Let them dry. And we definitely want to spread them out. That's the first time I've ever worked with the reeds. I have brown reeds and green reeds. And it's worth trying something new. I am not afraid to try something new. And in this, let's see, think, what is there? Stones, let's see. I guess we can put little red flowers there to along the Emerald Isle. There are flowers, so we can make it like flowers. Red flowers, beautiful red flowers. And we can, let's put it on here. And we can put one set by the reeds. We had a long one there I could see by looking at it, so I had to. So we could put that one there, and then let's put this one here in the corner, because they're going to be looking at it from, this is the front, that's the back. That way they can see the reeds glowing as well as the flowers and the stones, like I'm going to show you here. The stones will help the reeds glow, and I'll take a paintbrush. It's always handy to use a light too, so you can see. Take a paintbrush here, and we'll get all that off the glow rocks. Just pick it up. And take it off the glow rocks. So we have red flowers here, red flowers. We have our reeds. We have our land. I'm gonna leave that on for a minute so you guys can see how wonderful that's gonna look in if someone's house and they love fairies and they love the mini fairies. They're definitely gonna love this one. Check out how that glows. I wish we had it dark in here, but beautiful. And the more they're charged, the longer they glow. The same with the glow powder. The longer you charge them, the more they glow. Now, since this is where the reeds were not quite to the water, that's why I said you have your land, your stones, and of course some grass. But we're not quite to the water in this one. This is just the land. And I love how those reeds spread out now. They look so pretty. But I want to look in here for something that might live on the land. Let's see if I have some. Oh, let's see. What's this one? Nope, nope. 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 Okay, let me get I need my other fairy box. I think it has the animals in it because I really want something that will live by the water, not in the water, by the water, and we should add some of this too. Yeah. Not too much, just a little bit by the glowstone. There we go, beautiful. And it looks so realistic. Oh, I gotta go see if I can't find my little animals. They might be in this box here. Let's see. All right. Enjoy the music. I'll be right back, y'all. I just knocked over my other craft box. All my wood pieces ended up on the floor. That's all right. My sweetie will pick them up for me when he gets home. Look what I found in the other box, y'all. How perfect is that? On this land fairy, the purple flower has blue glow in it. So, oh, my hands are getting on my nerves. This is perfect. It's got blue glow in the flower, just like I'm using. So, and he will stand out in the fairy garden. This is going to be beautiful. This is going to be beautiful. And look at there. Beautiful. Land fairy garden and a beautiful fairy turtle because animals are part of the fairy gardens too. And he's got his reeds to hide in, his little flowers. And when that dries, he will also glow. Beautiful. Yeah, we have to let all our gardens dry. Y'all, I took some of these, came home with none. People love these, the little fairy gardens, and I know this little baby is gonna be the first to go. I can guarantee it. She will get snatched up. So I think I'm going to make another one of the fairy baby with make it different but the same. Because I really believe she's gonna be the first to go. So I wanna have 2 of them. I had 2 fairy babies in my kit. So I might make like have a park bench, and I do love this little unicorn. I want to use him too. Let's see. I'm gonna need 2 mushrooms, and I think I'm gonna use the darker greens with this baby. I'm gonna use the darker greens with this one. And we put light green under her, so why not? Let's use this one in this one, because I think that's gonna be nice. Yeah, this one is really gonna be nice. And I want to make this one just a little different than we did hers. Different things. So, boy, I just insist on hitting that. Love isn't something that I need. I'm sorry if I'm making you feel like I'm leading you on, but honey, I really don't need someone by my side. But we could have some fun, baby. Let's go, nothing serious, baby. Not how we could have some fun. Now, we definitely don't want these in the front because you want them to enjoy the fairy babies. So we're gonna make a glow rock fence. Just something different. And when you're making your fairy gardens or making anything, you're crafting, whatever you're doing, don't think they're not gonna like it, or it's not what just because you don't like it don't mean someone else won't. You'd be surprised. I put many of the gardens out there I didn't think people would like, and they were the first to sell. It was amazing. I never thought that would happen. We wanna drink and have some fun. The music is loud, the night is young. We wanna dance until the sun goes up. But we could have some fun, baby. Let's go, nothing serious, baby. Not how we could have some fun, baby. Let's go. But I'll be right and so low. I don't need a man. I'll be right and so low for life, so low for life, so low for life. I'll be right and so low. I hope you guys like my fairy music. I picked it out special just for fairy gardens. Get my little baby.
Just living steady penny. I know 'cause I try asking. Now I see through your habits, just like gadgets. You tell me with the chance, I'm too bad. Wonder what you think's I like. Need me to get your bills paid. That's what you say. I guess I'm just too fake for that. So sit down, listen, think for a minute. Though it might be hard, 'cause you're uneducated. Break down, face it, breathe for a minute. I'm about to help you with your manners and respect. You get it, just uneducated. But this so but you make it. One day.
All right, where's my lip flowers? Let's use the little red ones too, I guess. Yeah. Tiny ones. We need the tiny ones. Yeah, these teeny tiny ones so we can see her. Let's get this one in first. I want to get this on there first because she's... Oh, wow, that's gonna look so nice. I did not know she has glow powder. She does have glow powder in her. Look at that. Look at that green glow. See that? The more the light's on there, can you guys see her? Her leaf is glowing. Look at that. Wow, the baby does glow. Oh, and against the rocks, it makes her glow even more. That is awesome. Look at that. That is just awesome. I love that. Now I do want, we got her little, we need a bed for her. That's what we need. Hold on, guys. We gotta have like a little bed of stones. Because we are making hers different. So they have a choice. It's not the same. We're gonna give her a little bit of stones, fairy stones. Nice. I am so amazed at how I am so excited, you guys. Her leaf is glowing. I did not know that. Oh, I am definitely going to get some for my fairy garden. Oh, wow. They are glowing. I am so excited. And she has a beautiful fairy garden. This baby I just need one lid. Beautiful. What a beautiful, in her dome, she is going to look gorgeous. Just gorgeous, y'all. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 beautiful fairy gardens. And I hope you've learned something in this Sunday glow garden build, and I was able to help you. If you have any questions or want to know where to get anything, I will put a couple of links down below in the description, but you can always email me at tzstyle@gmail.com and ask me about fairy gardens. Love fairy gardens, and if you're a fairy garden fan, come in Tuesday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. We are finishing our teapot. We've already finished the lantern. Then we are moving on into the indoor fairy garden. How fun is that going to be, y'all? And remember, never put your domes on your miniature fairy gardens till the glue is completely dry, because you do not want moisture in your little fairy garden dome. I want to thank you all for coming in. Happy Sunday. Hugs. God bless. And I'll see you on Tuesday for the fairy garden teapot.
Never been so strong with anyone. Never been this sure I found the one. Never felt this safe with anyone. Finally found a place where I belong. But now I wonder what is wrong. What's on your troubled mind? There's one thing I want you to know. All the days that we've been spending, I hope this dream is never ending. Oh, feels like a fairy tale. And all of me is filled with love. You know you mean the world to me. Oh, feels like a fairy tale.
Well, hey, before I go, y'all, I just want to say a big hello. I see some new people in here today, and I want to give you a fairy hug. That is Angela, Adrian. We have Leslie, a friend of mine, Gibby Gal, good morning. And Roca Eva. Hello, my fairy friends. Dee, we did mini glow gardens. And we are going to be doing it again, but I want to welcome all my fairy friends. Come back Tuesday. Believe me if it's true, I will pack you back.
used to hold your hand, feeling lost and found. At the same time, that distant memory of you and me, so bittersweet and true. We thought we had it all. You'd come round when I called. I was the world to you, and you were mine too. I was so good to you, I'd even die for you. Thought you felt it too. How can you tell what's real